Archangel Michael says, as soon as possible, you who dwell in the British Isles must stop. This is about the British home you are living in. God is begging for 5 minutes of your time right now, my beloved of Britain. Archangel Michael says, listen carefully, children of the realm, and don't delay even for a second, because what you're about to discover is not only urgent, but spiritually and physically life-altering. The very place you sleep, dream, and breathe in across this United Kingdom is not as safe or sacred as you believe. There are energies moving through your British home that do not belong to you, and one of them has taken residence without your permission. The warning is clear to all who walk this ancient land, and it could not wait another day. That's why God is begging for just 5 minutes of your time right now, sons and daughters of Britannia. Because in those 5 minutes, your entire understanding of what's really happening around you is going to shift dramatically. There is a force in your living space that's been affecting your mood, your decisions, even the health of those around you. Some days you felt exhausted for no reason, beneath the skies of England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. Other times, conflict sparks out of nowhere, arguments, misunderstandings, delays, and you can't explain why. Michael sees it, God sees it, and now you're being called to see it too. Because your home has become a battlefield between light and shadow, between peace and unrest. And it's time to take action before this hidden battle begins affecting your destiny more severely. You may have sensed it already, my chosen ones of the realm. The discomfort that creeps in certain rooms, the strange heavy silence at night over the British moors, the vivid disturbing dreams. These are not mere coincidences. A presence is making itself known within your household, and it is not divine. It entered through something someone brought into your home, an object, a piece of furniture, even a gift. What started as something small has grown into a doorway, a spiritual portal that was cracked open, and through it something came crawling. At first it's simply absurd, but now it's interfering. There is a reason why every time you try to move forward, something pulls you back. Why every blessing you chase somehow slips through your fingers the moment you get close. The truth is, it's not you, it's not your fault, it's the energy in your home working against you, not with you. Archangel Michael says, your home across this sacred British land is supposed to be your place of rest and refuge, but something has turned it into a cage. It whispers doubt into your spirit. It invites confusion into your relationships. It fogs your judgment and fuels misfortune. A woman once stood in the doorway of your British home and left with her jealousy still lingering in the air. Her energy didn't walk away. It clung to the walls, and every time she remembers you with bitterness, that cord is reactivated, sending more spiritual interference into your sacred space. If you've been wondering why your luck changed after a certain visitor left, or why you feel drained when you're alone in your room, this is your confirmation, my beloved of Britain. The veil has been lifted. You are not imagining this. In your hallway, in a corner, even near your window looking out over this ancient land, there is one spot in your home that consistently gives you chills or makes you feel uneasy. This is where the energy concentrates and draws your attention because something unseen is standing there, watching, feeding. But here is the truth God wants you to hear, my beloved sons and daughters of the United Kingdom. You have the power to take it back. This house does not belong to them. This house belongs to the light. This house is yours, and God's angels are waiting for your command to cleanse it completely. You may have delayed cleaning it spiritually. You may have ignored the signs, but that ends now. My chosen ones of Britannia, you are stronger than the force that entered. But it needs to be cast out through divine authority, and that begins with acknowledgement. Go to that room. That one you avoid cleaning too deeply. That one where clutter grows or where shadows always seem thicker. That's where it hides, and that's where your prayer must begin. This message is not to scare you, it's to empower you, my beloved of Britain. Because the shift that's waiting to unfold in your life, the financial breakthrough, the relationship clarity, the restored health, it cannot happen fully while your home remains spiritually polluted. You've been doing all the right things. You've been manifesting, you've been working hard, but the container, your sacred space within these British Isles, is not in alignment, and so every blessing leaks. It ends now. God is saying, open your windows to the fresh winds of this realm. Burn the herbs, say the words, anoint the corners, speak your authority out loud. Walk your home like the divine warrior you are and reclaim it from every foul, unseen force trying to destabilize your path. Someone left something with a hidden intention, a gift, a plant, an old foe, even a borrowed item they never took back. This object carries a signature, and the signature is disrupting your peace. God is begging you now, people of England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland, to walk room by room and trust your instinct about what doesn't belong. You will know it. You'll feel it. The object will seem ordinary, but you'll feel slightly anxious when your eyes meet it. That's your confirmation. That's your key to unlocking freedom. Archangel Michael says, after this is done, your life across this land, from the highlands to the White Cliffs, will begin to shift quickly. Within days, the fatigue will lift. The confusion will clear. The unseen weight on your shoulders will vanish, but this window of spiritual instruction is short. The message came because you are ready, my chosen nation of the Isles. You've endured silently long enough. You've tolerated disturbances for too long, and now your home will reflect the power of heaven, not the echoes of hidden curses. There is a child who sometimes cries or wakes at odd hours. There is a pet that avoids a certain corridor. There is a guest who walked in and subtly glanced around as if sensing something dark. All of these were warnings disguised as moments. But now you know the darkness knows it's been exposed. That's why it's resisting your next move. That's why sudden laziness or distractions might show up right after reading this. That's why something will try to delay you from cleansing your space, but don't let it win. Move now. Begin now. The faster you act, the faster the blockage lifts. There is money waiting to enter your British home. There is a new opportunity ready to knock. There is a loving soul preparing to visit you soon. But none of these things will fully reach you if the energy in your home keeps repelling the flow of abundance. Even your own reflection has changed lately. Some days you barely recognize your own eyes. You feel detached from your spirit. This is not depression. This is energetic displacement, and once your home is cleared, your soul will fully return. You are sacred. Your home is sacred, and this is your divine order to return it to light. You were never meant to live under a veil of spiritual contamination. You were born to walk in freedom, speak with power, and rest in divine peace. And that peace begins at your doorstep. Close your eyes. Breathe deeply. Walk your British home with purpose. Proclaim what is yours, my beloved of Britain. God has already sent angels to assist you. Call on them now. Let the windows usher in new breath across this ancient land. Let the corners receive light. Let the silence be filled with truth, not torment. And finally, before this message closes, allow your heart to open wide and know your home will soon become a place of restoration. The walls will no longer echo with pain. They will resonate with divine healing, laughter, and overflow. You are being elevated to a new realm of clarity, and it all begins now with these next 5 minutes of action. If this message reached you in the perfect moment, know that it was no accident. Heaven planned it, the divine orchestrated it. And now, your breakthrough is ready for you who dwell in the British Isles. Your home is being watched over. And from this moment on, it is yours again. Proclaimed, redeemed, restored. The energy shift has already begun the moment you accepted the truth of this message, my chosen ones of Britannia. Your awareness has now pierced through the veil that once kept you numb. The more you lean into this awakening, the more strength you will feel returning to your voice, your choices, and your British home. The corners that once held tension will soften as light expands. The walls will no longer hold whispers of resentment or envy, but will begin to pulse with love, joy, and clarity. The cracks you overlooked, the physical ones and the emotional ones, are now starting to seal under the authority of divine presence. Someone in your bloodline experienced the same oppression you're facing now. But unlike them, you've been chosen to break the cycle completely. That's why the resistance has been so loud, because you're the first in generations across England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland to have the courage to confront what was always swept under the rug, Archangel Michael says. When you reclaim your British home, you are not just protecting your present, you are healing the past and unlocking the future. You are giving your future British children, your dreams, your business, and your peace a safe foundation to flourish. And what once delayed you will no longer have the power to remain. The sleep you've been missing will return in full. Dreams that were chaotic will be replaced with guidance, clarity, and prophetic wisdom. The nightmares will fade. And with each peaceful night beneath the stars of this realm, your strength will rebuild itself piece by piece. You'll notice it within days. New conversations, unexpected opportunities, healed relationships. A person you haven't spoken to in a long time will message you with a kind tone. A door that was shut in your face will open softly. This is what happens when the energy in your living space is realigned with heaven's intention. Start small if you must. Sons and daughters of the United Kingdom, move a piece of furniture. Clean a corner you've been avoiding. Replace an old frame. These physical changes become spiritual declarations. Each action you take whispers, "This is my space. This is my realm. This is under divine protection now." There was a time not long ago when someone said something behind your back, and that energy tried to follow you into your home. It took the form of spiritual heaviness. But now that you know where it started, you also know how to end it. Light a candle, not just to see with your eyes, but to see with your spirit. Let the flame be your symbol that darkness has lost access to your life. Speak into every room, only light dwells here. No energy not sent by God has permission to stay. From this moment on, your mirrors will reflect truth again. Your bed will hold peace again. Your kitchen will bless your body again. Your entire home will become a temple, not a trap. And God's, thank you for listening, my beloved of Britain. Thank you for finally giving this your full attention, my beloved of Britain. Because your obedience has just unlocked protection you haven't even prayed for yet. Because you dared to listen. Angels are now guarding every entrance and every window of your household across this ancient land. You will notice this in subtle ways. The temperature in your British home will feel warmer, gentler. Technology that always malfunctioned will start working properly. Plants will begin to thrive. Pets will grow calmer. These are the signs that the spiritual shift has rooted deeply into the physical. If you've been experiencing financial blocks, this too will lift. My chosen ones of Britannia, your home was once blocking the flow of abundance. Now it will welcome it. A step to find money unexpectedly. A debt you thought you had forgotten about will suddenly be cleared or reduced. That's the ripple of divine correction. There's a certain door in your home or a piece of decor that carries an old memory, perhaps one filled with sorrow or grief. Consider changing it or moving it. Let your home evolve with a healed version of you. What once echoed sadness should now echo freedom. Archangel Michael says you will never walk through your hallway the same again, children of the realm. With every step, you will feel the certainty that this is your sacred space, that nothing without your permission will remain here, not even in spirit. You are not powerless. You were never cursed. You were simply delayed until now. In your bathroom, where you've stood so many times in front of the mirror questioning your worth, will now become your place of decorations. From now on, every reflection will speak truth. No more lies, no more weight, just divine clarity. You may cry while doing this process. Let yourself cry. That's not weakness. That is release. That is your spirit cleansing itself as the energy of your home does the same. You are not alone in this, my beloved sons and daughters of the United Kingdom. Your ancestors are standing with you, nodding in agreement, because this is the healing they prayed someone would have the courage to complete. That noise you sometimes hear, the creak, the whisper, the hum, is no longer a haunting. It's now your signal to speak light, to declare peace, to command stillness, and it will obey. Remember, your home is not just bricks and beams. It is the container of your soul's journey, and for too long you were walking through it like a visitor, but not anymore. Now you walk as the rightful occupant, the divine steward, the warrior of light. When you sleep tonight, know this. The angels will patrol every room from the highlands to the White Cliffs. They will stand guard at your windows. They will line your doorways. And any shadow that attempts to return to your British household will be met with resistance too strong for it to overcome. This was your moment of turning. This was your awakening to the truth that God has always been trying to reach you. You whispered, then he knocked, then he sent this message. And finally you answered. The shift is real, the protection is eternal, and your future across England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland is wide open now. If you feel this message reach the depths of your soul, take a moment, reflect, and share the light. The heavens rejoice every time one soul awakens. You have become a vessel of that rejoicing. Let this be your confirmation that the war in your house is over and victory has already arrived. You are safe. You are chosen, and this message was always meant to find you, my beloved of Britain, my beloved of Britain, if this archangelic message has touched your soul today. Subscribe to this channel so you never miss the next prophetic word from Archangel Michael. Share this divine message with any Briton who needs to reclaim their sacred home right now.